Hello. At the beginning, I did this to the wrong camera already.
That camera.
That camera, man. All right.
Welcome back. We're now live.
Yes, we are.
We are watching 2014's Nonstop, aka Taken on a Plane,
Yes.
because this upcoming weekend, is The Commuter. When I saw the trailer, I'm like, Taken on a Train.
Yep.
Let's do Taken on a Plane.
Fantastic.
But before that, our little warm up for the pregame.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
We're gonna play a game. I just started looking at it. I came here. I'm sure you can get this on Amazon. Use our link on our website.
Yeah.
It's called
Podcast.com. Click on the banner of Amazon.
Yep. It's called Think and Sync, and we're gonna play. Even though this is a party game for
let me
groups
see that,
of people.
That box thing.
Yep.
It's important to note the apostrophe.
Yeah, there you go.
The apostrophe on InSync is before the N, not between the N and the S, in order to avoid copyright from the band. My sister got this for me for Christmas because she saw InSync, and we have this back and forth type of thing between InSync and Backstreet Boys, where I was Backstreet Boys in high school, she was InSync. I was actually InSync in high school, but my girlfriend at the time was Backstreet Boys,
Okay.
which pretty much made me Backstreet Boys,
Yeah.
to quote a Pulp Fiction type of thing.
Which pretty much makes me a vegetarian.
Right. Yeah. So it was a constant battle between us. But I in fact, InSync I think was the first CD that I bought ever.
Oh.
And when I first bought the CD, I thought there was only two guys because I heard it through the radio. I thought it was just two guys harmonizing, whatever. Then I go to buy it at a warehouse. I think it's what it's called. Warehouse.
Yeah, they were warehouse
record stores. Yeah.
Mhm.
And I look at the cover and it's got five guys. And I'm like, oh, there's five of these guys. Look at that. I thought it was two guys who were brothers. That's from whatever I heard on the radio. That's what came into my mind. So I sought it out, got it, and yeah. So Think and Sync.
Yeah, we're gonna play it real quick. Pulp Fiction came out when we were 10. I remember when I saw that movie, I was like, man, if I have a girlfriend, my 10-year-old self, if I have a girlfriend, I'm not gonna let her make me be vegetarian. And I'm married, and I'm like, yeah, I get it now, Samuel L. Jackson. Not that like my wife like forces. It's just I get it. Like you're with someone, and they're like, oh, I don't eat meat. Eventually, you're gonna not eat meat.
Right.
That's just how it is.
Oh, and to be fair, I think it's more of you become that because you have to go to places that you guys can both eat.
Yes.
And so that's because what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like in Pulp Fiction, I mean, he's still eating a hamburger, so he's not actually a vegetarian. He just basically is because he can't eat it when she's around.
Mm-hmm. This is a tasty burger.
Yeah. Where'd you get this, McDonald's? That was at a Kahuna Burger, right?
Oh, that's at Hawaiian.
That's the Hawaiian joint?
Yeah. So this game, Think and Sync. So on one card, there's 4 categories. So me and Adam have to, on 1, 2, 3, we have to shout the same answer. So for example, let's say the category is sports, a sport with a round ball.
Or, Pulp Fiction character. Let's do that.
Okay. Pulp Fiction character.
Yeah.
So on the count of 3, so this is an example.
Yeah.
We have to, in order for us to get a point, we're not keeping score here. This is whose line.
Right.
The points don't matter.
Everything's made up and the points don't matter.
Yeah.
That's right. Points don't matter. It's like soap in the men's room.
Yeah.
That's one of the Drew Carey's lines.
So we have to, in order for us to get a point, we have to have the same answer.
Right.
So
I have to assume what he's going to say. He has to assume what I'm going to say.
yeah.
And if I want to be funny, I'd say Zed. But I know he's not going to say that. So I need to think of something that he's going to say. All
okay.
right.
So this is an example of the game. We'll go through like a few cards just to warm up before the podcast.
Yeah.
Okay. In
1, 2, 3.
Butch.
Marcellus Wallace.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go Butch.
Yeah.
For Bruce
Honest
Willis.
to God, I forgot his character's name.
Okay.
So I was like, shit. I can't just say Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Butch. That's right.
Yeah.
Butch. You'll punch you in the pot belly.
What kind of name is that? What does Butch mean? I'm an American sweetheart. Our names don't mean shit out here. So I'm gonna go through a random card. So a card has 4 categories. So for example, I'm just making up off the top of my head. Sports. The first one will be a sport with a round ball.
Okay.
The second one will be a sport with a halftime. The third, so on.
Okay.
So we can get up to 4 points.
Yes.
So I'm just going to go randomly, and I can't see what's on the card.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
So we'll play a few just to warm up. U.S. states. Oh my god.
Okay.
A state known for its leaves changing color.
What the?
1, 2, 3.
Oregon?
Ohio. I only said Ohio
Yeah.
because there's a scene in The Birdcage where Robin Williams asked Gene Hackman, "How was the drive down, Senator?" And he goes, "Oh, we went through Ohio, seeing the leaves change." Like he gives like this very boring monologue. So I thought of that.
Okay.
A state that has a city named Springfield.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Illinois. Yeah. So that's 1 point right there. A state that borders Canada. 1, 2, 3. Minnesota.
Washington.
Ah, damn. Okay. Finally, a state that borders Mexico. 1. Okay, ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. California.
California.
So we will
All
get
right.
2 points out of the 4.
Almost went Texas there. It's a close one. High stakes game.
U.S. presidents.
Ooh. Oh, I suck. I'm gonna suck so bad at this.
A president who lived to an old age. Ready?
Lived to an old age.
Want to just say last name?
Yeah.
Or do you want to do the full name?
No, yeah. Just do the last name.
Okay. A president who lived to an old age. 1, 2, 3. Reagan.
Bush? I don't know.
Yeah, but he's still alive. He's like 95 years
Okay.
old. Okay. A president post World War II. So any president after World War II. That was 70 years ago.
Okay.
So anyone you could think of.
Wow. That's a lot.
Ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Kennedy.
Obama.
Damn. An early president.
Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Washington.
Yeah, man. You don't get earlier than that.
Yeah, finally, an assassinated president. There's two, there's really 2. You got to figure out which one the other person's going to think of.
Oh, shoot. Yeah.
Okay, ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Kennedy.
Lincoln. We were talking about Lincoln earlier. That's the only reason I thought it'd be fresh in the mind. But I went straight to JFK right away.
Yeah.
Damn it.
We'll do like 2 more.
All right.
Random. Wow, this must be destiny.
Oh.
The category is Halloween.
Oh, look at you, man.
My favorite holiday. Something orange. Ready?
All right.
1, 2, 3. Pumpkin.
Yeah, man.
Wow, this is very subjective.
Oh.
Something scary. Okay.
Wow, that's a huge
That's what I'm saying,
open-ended.
yeah.
All right.
Okay,
Something
1,
scary. Okay.
2, 3. Ghost.
Yeah.
Yes.
I almost went Freddy, just because.
Okay. Trick or treat item other than candy. Ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Apple.
Peanuts?
Because of the whole razor blade, and the
Yeah,
Apple
yeah.
bullshit story. Finally, something black. 1,
Okay.
2, 3. Cat.
All
3 out
right.
of 4, dude. Wow, we're a good team.
Yeah, man. It's like we've been spending a lot of time together for
Yeah.
the past 3 to
Half
4
hour.
years.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Finally, last card. Oh, wow. Fill in the blank.
Oh,
So there's several of these in here. String blank. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Cheese.
Bell.
Ah. That's a Wire reference.
Yeah.
That's Idris.
Idris Elba, man.
Okay. Liquid blank.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Courage.
Nitrogen.
Damn. Okay.
These are Jason movies.
Jason X.
Yeah.
Cherry. Ready?
Mhm.
1, 2, 3. Bomb.
Hits.
Fine. We should get
Cherry
this one.
bomb, yeah.
United blank.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. States. Yep.
All right.
So that is Think.
In sync.
Think in sync.
It's pretty fun.
Pretty fun party game. I usually don't like games like this because I like games like Catan and
Strategy.
where there's strategy and there's an actual like winner. There's no subjective bullshit. But
Yeah.
this isn't subjective.
No.
This is a clear cut winner.
It's also strategy, though.
Yeah.
Because you have to try to think, what are
Exactly.
they going to say? And what do they think I'm going to say?
Uh-huh.
So what are we going to say?
This is like a Vince Vaughn monologue.
Yeah.
Like I have to think what you have
Yeah.
to say.
So I'm thinking one thing, but I don't know if you're thinking that thing. So it was what I'm thinking what you're thinking, or is it you're thinking something else, and I got to think what you're thinking.
Uh-huh.
So now we're both thinking different things, and we're not going to be thinking the same thing at the same time.
Yeah.
So that's the whole point of the game.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would love to pay Vince Vaughn to explain the rules of this game. Explain the rules and the strategy behind this game.
All right. That's fun.
So we're watching Nonstop. We're going to start that in a few minutes.
Yeah.
Liam Neeson, he's become the old man action star now. Taken kind of kickstarted the whole.
How
I'm
old
a
is he?
well-known actor. Late 50s.
Yeah. 'Cause I feel like he is old, but they keep dyeing his hair to make him look younger. But it's like I don't know exactly how much. How? Oh, we could just.
I wish we had a machine that could.
Straight to the internet. Let's see what we can do over here.
There's a podcast I listen to called Something to Wrestle With, and one of the co-hosts,
What's it?
he
52 is when he was born.
Dude, he
was born in 52.
Oh, okay, so he would be 65.
Wow.
He qualifies for Social Security.
Sure he appreciates that.
Wow. Look at you, man.
65. I'm not sure what the first Liam Neeson movie that I saw was. Was he in Saw?
The first Liam Neeson movie you saw?
Oh, man. It couldn't have been Taken. It had to have been before that for sure.
Let me think.
Batman? I think it was Batman Begins.
That might have been the first movie you saw with
Yeah.
Liam Neeson. For me, the first movie I saw with him probably was Episode 1.
Okay.
As Qui-Gon Jinn. Because I didn't see... when did that come out? 99? I was 15. Yeah, I didn't see Schindler's List
99.
until like high school, until like sophomore, junior year, when I was like forced to watch it.
Schindler's List? I still haven't seen Schindler's List.
No, it's very...
The Deadpool. Oh, wait, what? Yep. Yeah, I saw Star Wars, but... No, it must have been Star Wars then.
Episode 1?
I remember seeing him and being like, he looks familiar somehow. But that doesn't make sense, because there's nothing before that I would have seen. I didn't see Les Miserables before and after, no. Nell, Schindler's List, Leap of Faith, Revolver, Darkman.
Oh, yeah. That might... Okay, never mind. Darkman was the... I loved Darkman as a kid.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that was probably the first Liam Neeson movie I saw. And it was an action movie.
Crawl. Oh, that's right. We did. We did
That
Crawl.
was one of his first movies.
Sure was. Wow. What do you think about him?
I like Liam Neeson. He's a very good action star for the I'm an old guy action star.
Okay.
There's a certain age where it's not believable anymore.
Okay.
Like when Eastwood was still trying to be an action guy in his 60s.
Okay.
Neeson doesn't look that old, and he can still like move. Whereas like Eastwood was like in his 70s, and he's like, I'm gonna get you, guy.
Yeah, like in Indiana Jones. Would you say that? Did you see Crystal Skull? We did that.
We did Crystal Skull.
That
That's
was
what I'm talking about. Like it's already like
you can't
no more.
You can't even throw a punch anymore.
And even the Force Awakens. I'm like, dude, you're not Solo anymore.
Yeah, but they didn't have him do too much. I don't think.
Yeah,
which was nice.
Yeah,
because I didn't.
You didn't have to move as much.
I hated seeing him like that in Indiana Jones.
Yeah,
like where he's like, ugh.
He's struggling throwing a punch.
Yeah. Oh man.
I've always loved the sound effects of the punch in Indiana Jones.
That.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I should say that for the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well. So thanks for watching out there on Facebook. This is live and exclusive just for you. Mill.
Yeah. So let's go on to Nonstop. So this next part, as you know, will be for the podcast. This little section with the games was just for you guys.
Oh, you got your wife in here, in sync forever. So she's
so she's watching.
Yeah, she's team in sync. Very good.
I hope you get better, babe. She cut her finger washing a we have a Ninja, one of those fancy
a Ninja what?
One of those fancy blenders.
Okay.
She cut her finger, so
oh no.
Hope you get better, babe.
I sliced my hand open washing a pot. Like a coffee pot,
yeah.
Because I'm a very vigorous washer, and as I was washing, the whole thing shattered in my hand, and it's okay now.
Okay.
Since you asked,
yeah. So here we go. nonstop. Hello out there in podcast land, and welcome back to Spoilers, your bad movie review show on the Rat Pack Podcast Network, where your hosts have lots of opinions but zero credentials. Each week we watch a movie, usually a bad one. We crack a couple jokes, we give you our insight into the film, and we play a couple games at the end. I'm your host, Hollywood, and I'm joined by my co-host, Adam.
Hello.
Just Adam today, no Maestro.
Yeah.
He couldn't make the flight. Up. This week, we're watching 2014's Nonstop, a.k.a. Taken on a Plane.
Yep.
Not really. That's because his...
It basically is.
Yeah, for the most part.
But instead of the daughter, it's the plane. And that's it.
Yeah.
He's going to use his very specific set of skills to track down who's doing this.
Yes.
He doesn't know who it is, but he's going to find out.
Yes.
That's Taken, man.
We're doing this movie because his new movie is The Commuter.
Right. Which is on a train.
Have you seen the trailer for it?
I have
It
no idea.
looks pretty dumb, dude.
Yeah?
It looks really dumb.
Does this look as dumb as this one looked when the previews came out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I saw previews for this movie and I was like, no way.
Yeah. So we'll go through the usual stuff. We'll go from there. This movie was directed by, he's a French guy, Jean Colette Serra. He's directed 2 other Liam Neeson movies. None of them were taken. He did this movie called Unknown, where he doesn't remember who he is.
I saw
Do
that.
you remember that one?
Yes.
And
Did we do that one?
No, we never did that one.
Okay. I remember watching that. I feel like that was a decent one.
I remember liking that one.
Yeah.
He also did Run All Night, the one with Ed Harris.
No idea.
He also did you ever watch Orphan?
Nope.
Where this little girl is adopted, but there's like a twist on who the little girl is?
No.
Okay. That one's good. And he did The Shallows, the one where not Liv Tyler, what the fuck's her name? Blake Lively fights a shark.
Okay.
That was like that was all right.
Yeah.
Okay. This movie stars Liam Neeson, Julianne Moore, Scoot McNairy, Michelle Dockery, Nate Parker, and Corey Stoll. Let me do a brief synopsis. We'll go from there. An air marshal springs into action during a transatlantic flight after receiving a series of text messages demanding $150 million into an offshore account, or someone will die every 20 minutes. I ask this every week, Adam. Have you ever seen this before?
Absolutely not.
I have never seen this either. This was the first time I ever saw this movie.
Yep. Actively avoided it. It was more like it.
Mm-hmm. I was like you. I saw the trailer and I'm like,
hard pass.
Yep, that's a hard pass. So what about what was it that made you not interested in this movie?
It looked like the same thing. As I saw Taken. I remember liking Taken.
Yes.
Taken 2.
Taken's great.
Yeah, and
then it gets ridiculous after that.
Taken 2 is like, all right, we got it.
Now we're gonna take the wife, and now I'm gonna take myself.
That
was the third one.
What?
He's the one. Not he like, and not so much he gets taken. It's just like he opens himself up as a like, come and get me, come here, I'm here. Yeah. That's pretty much what that was.
Okay. I after 2, I didn't want to watch it anymore.
Yeah, they got really dumb after that.
Yeah. So it just seemed like it was going that direction. Like, hey, Taken did great, so let's try that in different ways. And I know I don't want to.
Yeah,
I didn't want to.
Yeah.
I got enough Taken. I got too much from Taken 2. Huh? See, 2.
Oh yeah.
I'm very clever.
So this movie, this was very boring. This was like a very boring, like, action flick. It wasn't, in my eyes, an action flick should either be good, like John Wick, or should be like ridiculous, like the Schwarzenegger 80s movie.
Right.
Like,
okay.
I felt like this was trying to be too smart, too clever, too, see what we're doing here?
Okay. Interestingly enough, I ended up enjoying this movie.
Okay.
It was...
I thought it was okay. I didn't hate it.
It checked all the boxes. It set up the world. It followed rules of the world. And the things that were happening, I remember thinking like, oh, that was smart. Oh, that's smart too. Hey, look at that. This is good planning. This is good planning. Whoever did this, smart guy. Whoever's doing pulling all the strings here, it all was like, that's clever. And then Liam Neeson's response was like, yeah, that's clever too.
Okay.
And I got taken along for the ride in a weird way. It didn't like climax as much as I would have liked it to, but again, it was so much buildup. Nothing was going to live up to it at that point. But I did enjoy it. There were some heart-touching scenes in there, and as a father, I can't not feel for those kinds of scenes.
With the little girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't horrible. It wasn't as bad as I was expecting it to be. And maybe the fact that I was expecting it to be so bad.
Oh, so you went with very low expectations.
Yeah, maybe that's why I actually ended up enjoying it, because I was just like, let's just get this over with. Come on.
Yeah, that's how I felt.
Yeah. Because I watched it with my girlfriend, and we watched this before we watched the next movie we were going to do, which I wanted to watch that one. I wanted to show her that one. But I was like, we're going to watch this one first, because it's going to suck, and I'm going to need to watch the next one to get me out of the funk that I'm going to be in.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh. I was very pleasantly surprised.
Not bad.
Yeah. She got a little more emotional than I did in certain scenes. That's totally fine.
Okay.
I was more impressed by the fact that I wasn't hating it than anything else.
Okay.
Well, especially during certain scenes. It's like, I should be more upset than I am. But, okay, I'm all right.
Have you ever seen Passenger 57 with Wesley Snipes? Where
I have.
Where a Hans Gruber-like European, again, white terrorist takes over the plane. Wesley Snipes, he's in seat 57. He's got to save the day.
I remember watching it. I remember nothing about it, though.
Okay.
But I know that I watched it. But that means to me, bad movie.
Okay.
If it's completely gone. I remember there's just, I think he's checking his luggage.
So when you go through our list of movies, if you don't remember a thing, you're just...
Yep.
Nope.
That's most of the movies we do.
Okay.
There's a lot that I have to struggle to remember. Until I read the description, though I start like, okay, it's starting triggering certain memories.
Yeah. So I know we're going to talk about this movie, but one thing, do the pilot and the crew know are they supposed to know who an air marshal is when they get on the plane? Isn't the whole thing it's supposed to be anonymous?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's what I thought that whole time.
But I guess it makes sense that they know. But then again, if they do know, they could tip somebody off.
Exactly.
And that defeats the purpose.
Yes.
Oh, no.
It could be a compromise.
It's a big hole right off the bat. Damn it.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
Because later, there's a scene in the movie where the pilot tells him, hey, that account is your account in your name.
Yeah.
And they're just, his arms crossed. They're talking like they're old pals. I'm like, I don't
Do you
think...
believe that's me? Do you know?
Yeah,
look at me. Look at me. You know me. Come on. Hey, come on. Hey, right here. Look at me. Look at me. We're cool, right? We're cool?
It's like they're old buddies. It's like, what?
Yeah. How long has he been air marshaling?
But they shouldn't... I don't know, dude. I just feel like you shouldn't know who that is.
I guess there's a possibility that he's just such a frequent traveler that maybe he's just on their plane a lot. Maybe they're buddy-buddy outside of the whole air marshal thing.
Well, the reason I bring this up, there's a movie with Jodie Foster called Flight Plan. Did you ever watch that?
Yes.
And in there, the guy who turns out to be the bad guy, he says he's an air marshal. So he goes. So the pilot comes out. He's like, "What's happening?" So the captain comes out. He goes like, "What's happening?" And then he shows his badge. Captain, I'm the air marshal assigned to this flight. And he goes, "Oh!" Like he seemed surprised in that movie.
Wasn't that Stark? Stark was in that movie. 006. Trevelyan.
Oh yeah, he's the
Bean,
Ned Stark.
Sean Bean.
Yeah, Ned Stark. All I gotta say is Ned Stark. Dude.
Ned Stark. I forgot the first name.
Yeah,
Sean Bean.
Yeah,
man.
he's the pilot of the airplane.
Yeah.
So he comes out and he's like, "Oh, okay. Well, what do we do?" And then it goes from there.
Yeah.
But this one, he's like, "Listen, Bill, I my hands are tied here. I got to get your gun from you."
Yeah. That is weird. I hadn't thought about that. Damn it. Well, so much for the whole thing being witty and everything.
Did I ruin it for you?
Yeah. That's fine. That's fine. I'll bypass that for the sake of the movie, I guess, for now. But yeah, so it starts off with he's on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
There's some guy trying to talk to him, which comes in later.
He's an alcoholic because he's pouring booze into his coffee.
Yeah.
And he goes...
Or he's just Irish. I mean...
I like that they address his Irishness.
Yeah, let's call it name calling. It's he's Irish. Let's not label anything.
Yeah, he's so the screeners know he's an air marshal, right?
Yeah,
because he gets the gun on board.
Yeah.
Okay, TSA. That makes sense that they know because he has to get a weapon on board. That makes sense.
But they shouldn't know that it's him. Like, oh hey, it's the air marshal guy. It should be like, ID please. Run through the system. Boop, boop, boop. Air marshal. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's just instantly that when he does that X-ray, body scan X-ray, the guy's just like, he's good. Yeah. Send him through. So was the gun on him?
Yes, it was. Because I remember that the TSA guy was looking at him like, he's good. Like it was very suspicious. Like, yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
If I was in line to be like, I don't think he's fine. The way they were looking at each other, it was kind of like a. Yeah. Yep. You know the plan? Right. Meet back here at 500 hours, and we blow up the airport type of thing. Like, I'd be very worried about that. I would say something because I saw something.
Yeah. So he's in the bathroom, and Scoot McNairy, he's the guy with the glasses who asks him the time.
Which he's in *Halt and Catch Fire*.
Yes,
apparently.
Have you ever seen that show?
I have not.
Show is good. Not enough people watch it. It's
It's almost going away soon.
No, it's gonna be on for a while. It's that good where it will stay on, but not enough people are watching it.
Okay.
It's similar to The Wire when The Wire was out. Like The Wire was good, but just nobody watched it.
Okay.
And it just kept going.
Have you seen Scorpion?
No, but that's the Robert Patrick, right?
Yeah. And how about Mr. Robot?
Yes, I love Mr. Robot.
Okay. Compared to that, is it the same kind of? Because it's a techie show, right?
No, the *Halt and Catch Fire* takes place in the 80s, and it's about these guys. They buy an IBM computer and they reverse engineer it.
Okay.
Because back then there was only one patent on a computer. Now, your MacBook here, there's a patent on the monitor, there's a patent on the keyboard, there's a patent on everything, right? To protect themselves.
Yeah.
But back then there was only one patent
on the processor,
which they kind of like bypassed, and they broke the IBM computer apart and they reverse engineer it to build their own. That's what the series is about. So it takes place during the 80s.
I thought it was a bunch of hackers.
No.
Because *Halt and Catch Fire* is a line of code.
Yeah, it's a line of. That's what they explained in the first episode. It's a line of code. It's sort of like a self-destruct. Code. Yeah.
Right.
So it's, yeah, it's about them reverse engineering the first
That's
computer.
not as exciting as I thought it was going to be.
No.
I want to see hacker stuff.
Watch Mr. Robot.
Yeah.
I love Mr. Robot.
Great. Have you seen the new season yet? It's just
I've seen everything. Yeah.
All right.
I'm completely caught up.
All right. Yeah, I did 1 and 2. Is 3 done?
Yeah, 3 just ended a few weeks ago.
Okay, so I'll get on that then.
It's a trip, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, it's good. It's good stuff. I'm especially impressed the fact that they can have season 2 after season 1, and there's a reveal. There's like, and then how do you keep going? But like, they did it.
And then season 2, there's a reveal.
Yes. I can't. All right,
dude. The reveal in season 2, when you find out that. This show's like 3 years. This has been on its 3rd season.
You are watching or listening to spoilers,
yeah.
By the way, so spoiler alert.
When you find out that he was in prison the whole time,
that
I'm waking up, I'm going to the park, I'm going to meet my friend.
That caught me way off guard.
We're going to go back to the apartment. It's all in his head in prison. It's insane.
The first twist I saw coming from episode 2. I saw it coming.
Okay, so I had a feeling that. Now I didn't. I wasn't expecting that. Like. He was in his mind the whole time. I was just expecting that maybe Mr. Robot is like linked to him somehow. Maybe that's like his dad or something. Okay. I didn't realize the fucking guy never existed.
Yeah. No, from the second episode, I was watching it with my girlfriend, and I paused it and I said, "God damn it! I think I just figured out this series, what this show's about." And I'm like, okay, I'm not sure. I want to say anything. Damn it! All right, I'm gonna say something. So I told her my theory, and she was kind of confused for a second. And then as the episodes went on, like the next 2 were like. Confirmed my theory, and then it was an episode that denied my theory. So I was like, "Oh, maybe I was wrong." And then it kept going back and forth for a while, and then eventually, it's like, "Boom, got it." All right, but it didn't ruin it for me though, which is weird because like Fight Club also, Fight Club was ruined for me before I even watched it by an asshole ex-friend of mine. But I was still able to watch it, and it still blew my mind when Fight Club happened.
Yeah.
So Mr. Robot was the same kind of way.
All right. Yeah, I love Mr. Robot.
So good.
It's great. It's a great show. That's as close. That's as authentic as hacking is, right? Like that's like that is
absolutely.
There's nothing like Hackers, the movie we did.
I've yet to see anything besides Mr. Robot that is as close to what hacking actually is.
Okay,
it's refreshing. It feels nice.
Okay,
I like it. All right.
So speaking of hacking,
this
is a very good segue.
Oh, cool.
Because Liam Neeson's he runs into Scoot McNairy and he asks him, what does he ask him for a light?
Yeah, light a cigarette. Where are you traveling?
Chit chat. I'm
going.
Scoot McNairy says I'm going to Amsterdam, not Hamsterdam.
Right.
Amsterdam.
Yep.
Liam Neeson gets on the plane.
Well, he's calling his boss.
Because
he's flying to England for work, and he wants to come back the next day for some reason.
Yeah.
Not explained to us. I feel like we probably should have been. We just know that he's pissed. Like, no, I can't be there for 3 days. You got to get me back tomorrow. Or if you don't, I'm just gonna do what I have to do. All right. Seems so you're just gonna fly back and then fly back out again. I don't understand what that threat was about. I was very angry for seemingly no reason. if they were to give us a reason, like it's my daughter's birthday or something, or my wife's going to kill me because I'm out of town all the time. We have a package coming. I just got 1 day free Amazon shipping, and I need to be there to sign for it because it's an iPhone. It's expensive. You need signatures.
I'm assuming they fly free, right?
Oh yeah.
He was seated in first class on that plane. I don't think the government's paying first class for all these guys.
No, I don't think they're paying. I think the airlines have to.
Oh, they have to
provide it. I can't. No, there's no way the government's paying for first class tickets.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, wait a minute, why is he sitting in first class?
No, it's got to be something they worked out with the airlines where you want your airplane to be safe. All right, we need first class. First class guarantees safety.
Yeah. So, do they carry an actual loaded weapon on board? Like, I feel like because you've seen this in movies, you fire a bullet and it depressurizes the cabin.
Yeah, game over.
I feel like they would have like rubber bullets or like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like that's what air marshals should be carrying.
Maybe a taser or something.
Yeah, something.
Beanbag rounds.
Yeah, I don't know.
Then that's a shotgun. That's too big.
Yeah.
Rubber bullets? Nah, I feel like I can still do damage.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's in every movie ever.
Yeah.
So it must be real.
Have you seen Spy, that comedy with Melissa McCarthy?
I've seen parts.
There's a really good scene where she's on an airplane and the guy's like shooting up the airplane. So the first round, like an apple flies and covers the bullet hole. Okay. Because you've seen it, like there's one little bullet and then the whole side of the plane rips open because of the depressurization. Yeah. So the first bullet, an apple flies and covers the hole. And then there's another round, and it's a comedy. They're making fun of all the James Bond movies.
Okay, good.
A champagne bottle flies up and covers it, and then finally she fights him, and the third round fires, and her own gun flies out of her hand. The same gun that fired the round, that gun flies out of her hand, and it's covering the hole. And she goes, "Wow, that was weird."
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that the one where she is like meek at first and then becomes badass?
Then she becomes like a badass spy.
I did see that one.
Yeah,
I don't remember that scene. I remember enjoying that when she became badass. I remember enjoying that parts of it. Mm-hmm. Okay, but ridiculous still.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, it's supposed to be. It's a. They're making fun of how ridiculous James Bond movies are.
Yeah, pretty ridiculous.
So in this movie, in Nonstop, so yeah, he fights with his boss.
Oh yeah, Nonstop.
He gets on the plane, and he was supposed to sit. So he has a little tussle. He has a little tussle with that black guy who's going through security. He's like on his phone, so Liam Neeson just jumps him in line. Yeah. And coincidentally, he's supposed to sit next to him on the plane, and he goes, "Oh, sorry, am I in your way too?" And Julianne Moore gets on the plane. She's asking like, "Hey, can we switch? Can I have the window seat? Can I have the window seat?" So that black guy switches with her. So now Liam Neeson is sitting next to her now. Right. And he pulls out this fabric that he wraps around his finger. I guess that's the equivalent to the Face Off, the Sean Archer face brush.
Rubbing the face. Yeah, which is sweet. Mm-hmm. They don't explain it till later, right?
Yeah,
what that is.
Well, yeah, he explains it to her later. Yeah, and he's nervous while flying. I don't know. You're an air marshal. You should be used to it by now.
Yeah, that's a weird one. Mm-hmm. Or maybe is it possible it's an act to throw people off the scent?
So he's not an air marshal because you don't want people to know you're an air marshal,
right? So you're just like, I fly all the time. I've been flying five times a week. It's totally fine. Yeah. No, you know what? That's like okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. And there's another air marshal. So they booked 2 air marshals on one flight. I don't know.
I would say that's unbelievable, but that seems like the kind of government negligence.
Or incompetence.
Yeah, incompetence that
because negligent would be no air marshals.
Right. Well, yeah, no, it's supposed to be one random one per like every 100 flights. There's one air marshal on it.
They stuck 2 on.
They got 2 on one now, so that means there's 200 without them. Yeah. Like holy. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the other air marshal, he reminded me of Ellis. Okay. From Die Hard, like that, like that kind of like, hey, relax.
Yeah, the cooked out guy. Yeah. Just like, hey, don't worry about it.
Speaking of hacking, like I said, they are on a secure network. They're on a secure phone network.
And that confused me.
And Liam Neeson is getting these random text messages from someone on the plane saying, "Hey, I want $150 million wired transfer it to this account. He gives them an account number, and in 20 minutes, someone will die. Set your watch to 20 minutes.
Yeah. So this part confused me as far as the secure network goes.
Yes.
So this is the plane network that is secured. So within the plane network, which is a very small group of people, there's a separate securer network.
No,
on the plane.
I think the concept is like the phone network.
Okay.
So,
but his phone network is through the Wi-Fi at this point.
Yes, because it's connected through the Wi-Fi. But I think in general, this is like if I'm an FBI agent, this is a secure network, and you hacked my network. And why is it? It's 2014. Who the fuck still has a phone like that with the keyboard?
Yeah.
Where's your all touch?
The slide away.
What kind of phone is that?
What was that called? It's like a switch or something.
I don't know.
There was a fancy name for it. Everybody had it, where you do the thing. And whoosh,
the
whole thing flips around.
Yeah, from T-Mobile. It was T-Mobile exclusive.
Yeah, everyone was all about this for a while, and I don't like it.
What was it called? Sidekick.
There it is. Sidekick.
Except this doesn't do the.
Yeah. I don't know. It's keyboards.
Yeah.
The non-touchscreen. I don't understand. What is that about?
Well, it is a government job.
Yeah.
Well, no, they're not very high tech. Like I remember reading somewhere, or I heard on some podcast that there's departments in the IRS that still save their stuff on floppy disks.
No.
Yes.
Well, that might be a secure thing. Wait, floppy disk though?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, there's some departments in the IRS, they save their work on floppy disks still. So the government isn't always up to date with the newest technology.
I can't believe floppy. Maybe the 3.5 discs, but not a floppy.
That's what I read.
Oh no.
That's pretty much the ultimate secure thing then, right? Who's
Yeah, but you can't save shit on that.
I know.
What the? Yeah, at least
who knows how true that is?
At least the 3.5. Well, whatever you call those damn other ones. There's the smaller ones that are thicker.
Yeah,
that stores more. That's at least 1 megabyte, which is enough for a document or two, a couple documents these days. But those other ones, it's like 300 kilobytes. I feel like.
Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not a floppy. Maybe they're still on DOS. It's something where
or tape.
They're very. I think that might be it.
Okay.
It might be tape, and they're using DOS still.
Okay.
I think that's more believable.
Tape, I believe. DOS, I don't. I can't. There's no way. What are they on Abacus?
Command.
Lotus 1 2 3.
Command. Enter.
Yes. A CD. Dot to go to the. Okay. Wow.
Real quick, I'm sure. I don't know if I asked this on our hackers episode. So since you've seen Mr. Robot now,
yeah,
I've always wondered this about hacking.
Yeah.
So Elliot, when he hacks, like let's say when he hacked the network on the prison to get that guy out, remember he helped that guy escape.
Yeah.
He's putting in stuff like C colon random numbers, random letters, enter. Where is he getting? Where is he getting this from to type? Like, how does he know how to type like random letter?
They're not random letters or anything. What the first thing you do is you type in a command, like a pseudo command or something that will gain you certain permissions to do certain things, and then from that point, there's a series of letters. I don't think numbers so much to activate different parts of the same command. Like run this command with this parameter. The numbers are probably like IP addresses or different types of subsections of data and whatnot. That's all legit type of stuff. I can't do that stuff. I know basic coding, but I do know enough coding to know that the stuff that was happening there, it could make sense. It would make sense to somebody that knows more than I do.
Okay.
But yeah, the letters, numbers, those are probably like MAC addresses or serial addresses.
Because it looks like big C, 0, little a, 1, 5.
Yeah.
It looks like it's just random to me.
I'm pretty sure those are specific. Like not networks, but they're tapping into certain things. Like, so I need to send this command to this camera, and this camera's ID is C1653L whatever.
Yeah.
So this camera shut down. This camera shut down. Door number 5 6X1 2 3.
That's like the game.
Watch Dogs.
That's the game Alexis was playing that one time I was here.
Yeah, Watch Dogs. Yep, it's good stuff. Yeah, the coding world is crazy. I barely scratch the surface. I have a bunch of like scripts that I run at work to make a backing up and programs open before I even. So I get to work and my computer's ready to go. All the programs, everything's open, everything is fine. But the power of just the little bullshit that I do.
Yeah.
Expand that to everything. And Yeah, you know the right codes, you can do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
so
it's very exciting stuff.
So Liam Neeson's phone was hacked or his network, whatever, and
Yeah.
he's getting these messages. So he thinks it's the Ellis guy, the other marshal on board. He thinks that that's him, like playing a joke on him.
Yeah, because the secure network only allows
Only people on the network,
right.
and this guy's on the network.
Coincidentally, there's a second air marshal on this flight. Only other person that has access.
Would have thought.
Yeah.
Another air marshal. So do the waitresses, do the steward, what are they called?
Flight attendants.
Do the flight attendants and the pilot know that Ellis is also an air marshal? They must know, right?
Yeah. Yeah, in fact, there's talk about that. We have to confer with the other air marshal.
Oh, yeah, that's
So,
right.
so does that mean every flight has 2 air marshals? Or is it just a weird freak coincidence? And there's procedures based off too.
Remember they said protocols to consult the other air marshal?
Yeah.
So
I'm pretty sure it was only one. Pretty sure there's only supposed to be one per plane. How many?
Every like 10th flight.
Yeah. Something crazy.
Yeah.
Well, it's random enough that you probably don't have one, but often enough that freaks the terrorists out. That's the idea, right? I'm pretty sure that's what
that sounds correct. But there's 2. Maybe it's an international flight. It's a bigger plane. I don't know. I don't know.
It's a long flight. They got to do shifts. You stay awake for the first half.
Yeah.
I'll wake up for
Because
the
it's like a
second
12-hour
half.
flight.
Yeah.
So he thinks it's Ellis fucking with him, and he goes, no. So he looks at his phone, and he's like, see? It's not me. So Liam Neeson's like, okay, whatever. So he's looking at his watch, and he goes, okay, what's going to happen here? So he kills Ellis. Exactly at the 20-minute mark, he's dead.
Yeah. What a coincidence.
What a coincidence. But why did they go in the bathroom initially? That I'm trying to remember.
Oh, Jesus.
Because Liam Neeson kills Ellis in the bathroom.
Yeah. Why? Why did they get in there? I think that they're trying to confer about what's happening.
Ellis offers him money. He's like, look, man, I can get you involved in the deal. Like, he says something like that.
I need this money. I'll split it with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, or I'll cut you in.
Yeah, and Liam Neeson's like, wait a minute, what's happening here? So they try to draw the gun. They fight in the. Have you ever been in an airplane bathroom?
Yeah.
I doubt you can have a fight in there.
Yeah.
Liam Neeson does a move where he shoves his thumb into his throat.
Yeah.
Dude, just doing this. I'm doing it right now. That fucking hurts, and I'm like stopping myself.
Yeah.
Imagine a grown man just shoving his thumb up in there.
It's like right behind the lymph node or something. There's definitely a pressure point there that messes you up. Yeah, but those bathrooms, very, very tiny.
Yeah.
And apparently a lot of these flights have a slot for used razor blades. See? So Seinfeld routine. I'm telling you for the last time. Good times. Yeah, so they get in a scuffle. The gun gets pulled.
I don't mean to go on another tangent.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I apologize. But I found an article where it's like the things your brain doesn't remember correctly. And it was like a list. And one of them was where it said, Jerry Seinfeld never said, what's the deal with? That's people like imitating his style of observational comedy.
Yeah.
And the number 1 on the list was Darth Vader never said, Luke, I am your father. It's no, I am your father.
Yeah. What's the deal with?
Yeah. He never once said that.
Maybe not exactly
He just says like, what's up with lampshades?
Yeah.
Like he does
explain
that.
to me what's going on with the blank.
But he never goes, what's the deal with that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So now that he's dead, he like snaps his neck. So Ellis is dead.
Oh, back to the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, Seinfeld's still alive.
Yeah.
All right. Just want to make sure.
I don't want to scare anyone.
Yeah, please.
Just like in Die Hard, Ellis dies.
Right.
And he searches his phone and he finds out somebody else was texting Ellis, "Hey, I know what's in your briefcase.
Yeah, meet me in the back.
Meet me in the back.
So I can throw my glasses at you, Mr. Phelps."
Yeah. Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
So he opens his briefcase and he
Which
finds
is on a train, which might be in the commuter.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we'll see one of those scenes.
So he opens Ellis's briefcase and there's a giant thing of Coke in there.
Yeah.
Now, here's my thing. When we find out who the 2 bad guys are,
yeah,
did they know that this guy was trafficking? Was their intel so great that we have to find an air marshal who is smuggling drugs and threaten him, somehow get a bomb in his case? Like, do you understand where I'm coming with this?
Yes.
Like,
I don't know how that happened.
I don't know how they figured it out.
Yeah. Well, I don't know why he has a bomb in his briefcase. Cocaine, I get it. Smuggling cocaine, fine.
But there's a bomb hidden in his cocaine. So he knew there was a bomb on the plane.
What?
He knows he's walking on board with a bomb.
Is it possible they went into the bathroom and put a bomb in there? But then how did they get the bomb on there? Where did the bomb come from?
Exactly.
And if you have a bomb in the briefcase, why are you hiding it underneath cocaine?
Yeah.
If your end game is to blow up the plane, then it's just a bomb in a briefcase.
Or a bomb in a bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure X-rays can see through cocaine.
Yeah.
It's not lead.
Oh, I read that somewhere. They don't really care about drugs anymore. They're just looking for knives and guns and bombs.
Fantastic.
If they see like a little thing of like whatever, they're just like send it through. Oh, what is it? What is that?
Hair dryer with a scope on it.
Bowling ball with a wick. We'll send it through.
Some sort of bowling ball candle. That's fine. That's fine. Keep it moving. Keep it moving.
That's another Seinfeld bit. Yeah. So he knew he was carrying a bomb in his briefcase.
Yeah, so the TSA knew this. Because they did the whole same thing. Like, he's got a gun, fine, okay, standard air marshal procedure. Cocaine with bomb inside of it, standard air marshal procedure.
Send it through.
That's fine.
Yeah, I just thought of that. How did he get? So he either knew he had a bomb in there,
yeah,
or where'd the bomb come?
Where did the bomb come from? The cocaine going through the TSA's fine. When the scanner comes in, it's a bag of what? There's no metal there.
Yeah.
So it doesn't show up as probably as well in the X-ray machines. So fine, cocaine, slide it right on in. A bomb behind the cocaine, that's gonna set off alarms.
Yeah.
Not in this world.
Did you ever see In the Line of Fire, that Clint Eastwood movie?
I did. I think I started to watch it. That's where he's like a Secret Service.
A Secret Service agent
running next to the limo.
Yeah.
That's the cover at least.
So John Malkovich is threatening the president. And he's threatening that he's going to kill him. So John Malkovich dresses as a priest.
Okay, that sounds familiar.
So to get through security, he has this big like wooden cross around his neck.
Right.
And they're looking at it. That's the gun. He breaks the cross down into parts, and then he assembles it as a gun. And I'm like, that's fucking brilliant.
Yep, it's pretty good.
That is smart.
Pretty good.
That is very Cyrus-like.
Yes, very, very Cyrus the Virus.
He calls. This is the scene where he tells the pilot and the one main stewardess chick, like, "Hey, here's what's happening. I got this threat. What do we do?"
Well, look, they tell him first, and they're like, "Well, can we substantiate it?" Like, no, we can't. There's no way. We don't know if it's happening or not.
Yeah.
So we got 20 minutes. We're gonna find out, right? Okay, let's find out. Then he goes, scuffle, bathroom, kills the guy, comes back out. So it's been 20 minutes. Anything happened?
And he lies and he goes, "No,
I don't. No, everything's fine. Nothing.
Doesn't tell anybody that there's a dead man in the bathroom. So
fine.
No one walked into that bathroom.
Don't check the bathroom, but everything's fine. Somebody's been there for a long time. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
Do not go in there. Woo! Ace Ventura.
Mm-hmm. So he calls TSA. Oh, I researched this. Air marshals are under TSA.
Okay. Oh, okay.
They're a branch of the. I assume they were like their own thing.
Yeah.
But they just fall under TSA.
Huh.
So he calls.
Wait. So it's not government.
TSA is a government agency.
I thought it was like a union type of separate.
No, it's a government agency.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess that makes sense. So is DMV, right?
Yeah, that's a government agency.
Same assholes. All right.
So, his normal supervisor, who he was fighting on the phone, isn't there, so he has to deal with this guy, who's on the phone. And they're like, "Listen, Marks, whatever his name is, Bill. Listen, Bill. We ran the account. It's registered under your name."
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, that's not possible."
That was the whole thing at the beginning. When he first alerts the pilot and everything, like, we got this information. Here's the account number. We're gonna trace. I want the passenger manifest. I want all these things. We're gonna solve this thing.
And they're like, "Whoa, Bill. The account's under your name."
Yeah. Oh, what?
Mm-hmm.
That can't be. Which, if it was him, would be smart.
Yeah.
Because first of all, investigate this.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's me. Nope, can't be. If it was me, would I have told you to investigate this?
Yeah, that's true.
How dumb do you think I am? So he gains favor with the stewardess, at least. Flight attendant. Excuse me.
Well, it seems like they've known each other before.
Yeah, they go way back.
Yeah.
Just like the pilot, too.
Mm-hmm.
So
they're old putties. They're old pals.
They all go to the same TSA parties, apparently. And
So now he has to reset his watch for the new 20 minutes.
now that he killed the guy.
Can you run a background check? Oh, it'll take about 30 minutes.
Yeah. We don't got 30 minutes. We got 20.
Yeah.
But nobody died, so it's fine, right? Oh, yeah. Sure.
Sure.
Let's go with that.
We'll go with that. So the next person who dies at the next 20-minute mark is the pilot,
Yes.
which we don't know how.
Yep.
The pilot is just he's been poisoned or he had a heart attack. We
Right.
don't know what's happening. Well, he has been poisoned, but we don't find that out until later on.
Right.
So he's like, he has a heart attack.
Right.
So now the co-pilot is flying the plane, and he believes that he's still innocent. The co-pilot,
Yep.
that snooty little British guy.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So he fucking his plan is to get the head flight attendant and Julianne Moore, because when all this started, she was sitting next to him, so he knows for a fact that it's not her.
Yeah, she can't be texting.
She can't be texting because she's next to him the whole time. So,
Unless there are apps that let you schedule text messages.
Yes.
So you could very easily, from right next to you, text, delay 2 minutes, put the phone down.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so tell me, why do you fly?
Yeah.
Yep. Boom.
Oh, it wasn't me. I was you see my hand. The whole time you're having a conversation, you put your hands in front of their face. Bing! Oh, it could have been me.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be her for a while.
You thought that was going to be the twist?
I thought, yeah.
She was involved somehow?
Yeah.
Well, she's not.
Yeah. So, which I'm glad she wasn't, because I thought she was.
Yeah.
And if that would have been true, then bad writing.
Yeah. So he gets her to help him look. He's going to text the guy, to distract him, and then the stewardess
What are you wearing?
and the and Julianne Moore, they're going to look at the live feed in the hull or the galley, whatever.
Which, by the way, brilliant.
Pretty smart.
Yeah.
And everyone they see looking down, responding, circle with a marker, magic marker. C-35.
Yeah.
B-15.
Yeah. Give me the names. Give me the names. And blah 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 blah.
So then he gets on board and he goes, "Hello, I'm a air marshal. Your plane has been selected for a random search.
Yep.
We'll now go section by section. We'll
We're
call
gonna
you
random
randomly."
names.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We need random names. But first, we need Ahmed.
Mm-hmm.
Then we need Mahmoud. And it's all random.
There's a Robin Williams joke. One of his last HBO specials where he goes, "Haven't been fucked." Akeem bin Laden, Judy Smith.
It's Weapons of Self-Destruction, I think was what it was called.
No, it was the one before that, I think.
Okay.
It happened our senior. It came out our senior year in high school.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's the one with the whole.
Oh yeah, yeah, it is that one. Okay, that's the Robin Williams one. Oh, by the way, speaking of Mr. Robot, the Muslim doctor, he's in Mr. Robot.
Oh, is that right?
He is he's the corrupt FBI agent who is the chick FBI agent?
Yeah.
You know her boss?
Yeah.
You know how he works for the Dark Army?
Yeah.
That's him.
Okay.
That's him, dude.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Man, it's been so long since I saw the Dr. Robot. All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't know it either because I was just looking through the cast like he kind of looks familiar, and I clicked on it and said Mr. Robot, and I'm like, who the fuck is he in Mr. Robot? So then I looked up like Mr. Robot, and I'm like, holy shit, he's the rat. He's the fucking FBI agent who's the rat.
Okay.
Oh, that FBI agent chick, the one with the kind of reddish hair?
Yeah.
Her mom is Meryl Streep. That's Meryl Streep's daughter.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that worked out.
So they're doing back to the movie. They're doing random searches, and everyone's kind of going around the cabin, kind of like chit-chatting.
Yeah.
And then the black guy who was in his way, he's talking to Julianne Moore, and she finds out that he's like a tech guy who works with phones. He can develop like apps and programs and stuff. Maybe he can help you somehow.
Right.
And he goes, I need to set what is the thing? I need to send something.
Let's say a phone is on vibrate. It's on silent. I need to make it not silent and ring. Can you do that? Yeah, totally. Yeah. I can send a picture, MMS, and then that has a code inside of it. Not sure if this part was a little shaky.
It's a little iffy. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think viruses work that way.
Yeah.
Otherwise, everybody would be getting random messages all day, every day, from all these phishing places.
Well, maybe because he hasn't invented it yet. Because his whole cover is I'm a guy flying to England because I have a job interview and I want to show him this new program and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, but I'm going to help you, stranger, with my patented technology.
Even though we kind of have beef.
Yeah, right.
Earlier in the movie.
Now that you're an air marshal, okay, that's fine. Let me give you my my IP, and then you can do whatever you want with it.
Yeah.
No.
So as he's going through the random things, he gets Scoot McNairy and he goes, "What are you doing here? You told me you were going to Amsterdam." He goes, "Oh, some guy paid me $20 to tell you that."
Oh, it's a connecting flight through England. Yeah. So he's going through everybody. He finds that guy. Some guy paid me. Is he here? I don't know. He's here. Look around. Is he here?
And he duct tape. What is he? He like duct tapes his hands, right?
Is it
because he doesn't have cuffs?
Right. Or is it a zip tie or something?
Yeah. He zip ties his hands.
Yeah.
So he's like dragging him through the fucking aisle by aisle by aisle.
Yeah.
And the black guy says, it takes about a half hour to do this program. And he looks at his watch. There's like 8 minutes to go. He goes, "You got to make it faster." So while he's working on that, he runs into Scoot McNairy. He's running him through aisle by aisle. And he's like, "Find the man who paid you to do that." And he's like, "I don't know what he looked like."
Yeah. Over there. I think he's there.
Please.
Oh, God.
Oh, please.
One of them, aren't you? And he gets like, "Oh, he's over there." Drags him across the aisle. He drags him through an aisle to get to him. And oh no, sorry, that was not the guy. My bad. All right,
Banker.
Baker. So now he's like, "All right, well, you're still a suspect. You stay over there." And no, we're waiting for the text to go through. And it goes through, starts ringing. Whoa!
On this random guy.
Yeah. This, what did he say? Was he a banker?
Yeah, he was.
He was a banker.
And he's denying, "No, it's not me. I swear."
Yeah, I've never seen that phone before in my life. My phone's over here.
Yeah.
That's not my phone. My phone's here.
Yeah.
Like, all right, well.
And then he dies.
Yeah. How does?
He just like falls over. He's like,
"Oh, that's right. That's right."
Like the pilot.
Yeah. And at this point, he already searched the terrorist guy. The guy that everybody wants to be a terrorist, basically. Well, no, the cop. It was like the New York cop.
Oh yeah, Corey Stoll. He was. Did you watch Ant-Man?
Yeah,
he's the Yellow Jacket.
Right. He looks a lot like Bruce Willis's son from Die Hard 5. From
the Russian one.
Yeah. He was also one of the in the I Frankenstein. He was one of the lead angels.
Yes, he was.
Yeah. It looks like I don't think it's the same guy, but they look very similar.
What is his name? He's Captain Boomerang in Suicide Squad.
Is he?
Yeah.
What?
The son from Jai Courtney? Is it Jai Courtney?
How do you spell that?
JaiCourtney. Jai Courtney.
Yeah, man.
He's Captain Boomerang in Suicide Squad.
Holy hell. With the long hair?
Yeah.
Hold on. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if he was John McClane's son. I might be thinking of the wrong. Yeah, he is.
He was. Look at that. He was Jack McClane.
Yeah.
Which we saw in Die Hard 1 as a child.
And we saw his sister
who
showed up in part 4.
In part 4. Right. With the Mac guy.
Yeah. Justin Long. Yeah. Who would have thought that one day those two kids would grow up and oh god, dude. You know there's a Die Hard prequel coming, right?
Yeah.
Where it's John McClane as a cop.
I don't know.
When he's young. I don't know if I told you this. They said
it's got to be Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Only person that can play a young Bruce Willis.
Well, I found this out that Bruce Willis is still going to be in this movie, but it's going to take place in 2 different timelines. It's not like Looper.
Oh.
So it's like I'm assuming that he's going to fight some terrorist somewhere as old John McClane, and he'll be like, "Oh man, this takes me back to those days," and they'll show him as a young cop, and I have a feeling
I don't like it.
Whoever he stopped as the young cop came back.
Oh.
I'm going to get you, McClane.
Okay.
I don't know if that's the storyline. That's just a random guess. But they're going to do that. It's going to be present day, and they're going to flash back to the past when he was like a rookie cop or something.
That would be the best way to do it.
Yes.
Because it bridges the gap.
Yes.
At least. You can't just throw a new...
Or maybe...
You can't just throw a new McClane at me without showing me the old McClane. Yeah. If the old McClane does not approve, and I don't see him approving via visual media, I will not be on board. But unless it's Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
But
with the makeup and the face.
Who gives a shit about John McClane before the first die? I don't give a fuck about him as a cop back in New York. before Nakatomi Plaza? Like, who cares?
I don't know. Well, part of that makes him the badass that he is. Like, it's the same way like with the John Wicks. I want to see sequels or prequels, not sequels. I want to see how John Wick became John Wick.
He used to be like this badass.
What got him to this point?
Okay. Because that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because he's like an assassin everybody's afraid of.
He's the baddest ass of all
John
time.
McClane is just a street cop.
Yeah.
He's just a cop. Who cares? He wasn't stopping terrorists back in New York.
Otherwise, you wouldn't be so shocked by all of this.
Exactly.
Which he obviously was.
Exactly.
That's a very good point. Damn it. Yeah, you can't do prequels.
Yeah, who cares about him as a street cop?
No.
On his rookie beat.
Nakatomi Plaza was his defining moment.
Exactly.
You can't have a previous defining moment.
Yeah.
Because that undercuts the defining moment that we know.
And that undercuts.
I'm off board again.
And that and that undercuts part 2, where he says, "How can the same shit happen to the same guy twice?" That was
right.
the second time it's happened to him. What significant thing did he fight in New York his like rookie year?
Unless it was like purely circumstantial,
Uh-huh.
but it would have to it would have to be a comedy.
Yeah.
Where it was like John McClane like accidentally throws something over the balcony and nails a bad guy, and that foils his whole plan. But he has no idea that he was impacted at all. But that bad guy knows, and now he's coming after him. That's the only way they can.
Or
pull
the
it
bad
off.
guy's son is coming after. It's gonna be something like that.
Yeah, but that's Taken 2. That's what Taken 2
Yeah.
is, right?
Yeah.
Ugh. Oh shit! I just pulled an Inception.
Oh man.
I forgot to switch the camera back.
Uh-oh.
That's for the people that are watching on Facebook.
Yeah.
You podcasting have no idea what just happened.
Yes. So he goes back. So Liam Neeson's like, man, I need to smoke. Like this shit's too much. Like 3 people have died on my watch. I need to take a break. So he goes in the bathroom and he lights up, and he notices that the smoke from his cigarette is being sucked in through a hole.
Which, by the way, I'm pretty sure there are alarms in the bathrooms. In fact,
Well, he puts tape on a sensor, but still, I know what you mean.
But I actually seen videos on Facebook on how to disable the smoke detector in the bathroom for those that need to smoke. It's like a 5 to 10 minute process.
Oh, it's not just duct taping the fucking
Nope,
sensor.
You got to go in and cut wires, duct taping the sensor. Come on, you need a lot of duct tape, which I feel like they wouldn't let you on board with duct tape.
Yes,
there's no way.
You're right, Adam.
Yeah,
there's no way. So he noticed that his smoke is being sucked in through a hole, and it's behind the paper towel dispenser. It looks like he rips it open, and he sees a hole that leads into. It's a direct line of sight into the captain's seat.
Right.
So he goes and he inspects the body of the banker, and he discovers a little dart.
Yeah.
And he goes to the old lady and says, "Hey, did you notice anyone who went in after you went in the bathroom around the time like the pilot died?" She's like, "Yeah, I think it was that redhead chick who sits next to you."
Yeah, the one you've been trusting this whole time.
Yeah.
We think she's guilty of something.
And then she convinced, no, like I'm not.
Yeah, he goes up there and he's real aggressive. Like, I trusted you. And no, why'd you want the wing? Why'd you want to sit next to me? Why did you want the window seat? And then she does a whole breakdown like, oh, it's because of, I forget why, or she had some sort of near-death experience, I think.
She had a massive heart attack or something.
Yeah.
So now she flies because she doesn't know when she's going to die.
So she wants to see everything she can see.
She wants to see the world
take
from the
in
plane.
everything she can take
Yes.
in. She wants free love and peace, man.
So she convinces him that she's innocent.
Right.
2 planes fly up next to him, like in Air Force One.
Well, there's another thing that bothered me.
Yeah.
She was like in the flight attendants area drinking the liquor. And then after she tells the sob story and he's like, "Oh, sorry, my bad," he pours her a drink out of a proper bottle, like an actual bottle. I thought the whole thing on the flights was all single serving.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right.
Everything's supposed to be
single serving.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to take the risk of a big bottle because you can use it as a weapon or
Right. It's single serving and it's plastic.
Yes.
He's got a straight up like whiskey, like this is let me point you to the good stuff.
Yeah.
Like what are the good stuff?
Where'd that come from?
Why do you have the good stuff? The whole point of this is to first class only. Is that maybe that's what it is? I don't know. I'm not a flight attendant, so I don't know the rules of the liquors.
Yeah. So like in Air Force One, these 2 planes fly, two fighter jets fly up behind him. and there's a news report coming on saying that fucking Liam Neeson is hijacking the plane, and everyone is watching the same news feed, same news channel. Have you ever been on a plane where everyone's watching the exact same thing?
No.
Never.
Nobody's watching live TV.
There's only been one case of this happening. When me and Sarah were flying back from Seattle to LA, it was during the baseball playoffs.
Oh,
and
that's
it was
a
on,
different story.
and it was on. We flew JetBlue, which has DirecTV. So like half the people on there were watching the Dodgers in not the World Series. They were still in the playoffs. They were playing the Cubs.
Okay.
I get.
I was going to say Giants because that's how far behind I am.
That I get.
Okay.
That I get.
All right.
We're flying into LA.
Yes.
It's the LA Dodgers in the playoffs.
Yes.
That I get.
Right.
But everyone's watching fucking CNN on the plane.
Yeah. In most cases, you and your neighbor have two different movies on, and even though you have your headphones for your movie, you're watching theirs.
Yeah. You kind of glance over like, what the fuck is he watching?
What is that? Maybe I should switch to that.
Yeah.
Maybe I got the wrong channel on.
But everyone's watching this live news feed.
Yeah. News, especially. Who can? You're not watching news on a plane.
The news on the plane on your way to vacation or whatever.
You're heading to England. You're trying to get away from America.
Yeah.
Why are you watching American news?
You're gonna see. Believe me.
Yeah.
You want to see this guy? Come on your whole flight.
Oh man.
And then he's told by the terrorist on the phone, there's a bomb on the plane. Figure it out. And then he's like, wait a minute. So he goes back to the cocaine, and that's where he discovers the bomb, and the bomb triggers itself automatically at 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So he has 30 minutes to disable the bomb, or to do the what is safety protocol? You fly down it to 8,000 feet.
Where the plane depressurizes
on impact. So you put every suitcase and everything you can in its way.
Yeah. So you put the bomb against the
door
that's in the rear of the plane.
Uh-huh.
And then you stockpile
you
everything
stuff
else.
everything on it to cushion the blast as much as you can.
Right.
It sounds feasible. I feel like that's a real thing.
Yeah, I'm sure it could be, but you're assuming a lot of things here.
Yeah.
How big the explosion is actually going to be.
Uh-huh.
How many things you need to shield from that explosion.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, they had maybe one suitcase too little because there was some explosion backlash.
On one guy.
Just the one.
Yeah.
So it's not a science.
Uh-huh.
And in fact, they even say, like...
it's never been done before.
Yeah. What are the chances of this working? Well, it's never been done. It's only in theory.
Yeah.
Only in theory. No, these kind of things that become plans for the marshals, they're
not theory. Yes.
No, we know for a fact because we've tested it.
Yes.
Over and over again.
Uh-huh.
We've blown up so many planes testing this out.
Yeah.
With zero casualties.
Uh-huh.
And now we know this works.
Yes.
It's not like, so I read this article online on Air Marshal Daily that somebody thought maybe you could shield yourself from an explosion if you did this. No. These are things that are tested. It doesn't go in the handbook to be trained to the air marshals if it's not going to work.
Yes.
So, fine.
Yeah.
Great.
Everything in law enforcement or the military, there is no, in theory, it's been tested, it works, let's move on.
That's why everything's so expensive.
Yes.
You think you spent $2 million on a hammer?
Independence Day.
Yes.
Or remember in Armageddon when Bruce Willis sees that NASA ripped off his armadillo?
Yeah.
And he's going through it, and he goes, "What does this cost? $50,000?" And it's like some wrench.
Yeah. It's a giant wrench. That's right. Oh man!
So when he discovers there's a bomb, the passengers turn on him. It's Corey Stoll, the cop.
Yeah, well, because they all saw the news article.
They all saw the news. They're like, "We got to take this guy out."
Right.
It's him, Dr. Dre. If you watch
Dr. Dre,
yeah, if you watch Straight Outta Compton, the guy who plays Dr. Dre is in this movie.
Oh, okay. I did not watch it.
Yeah, well, the guy who plays Dr. Dre, he's in this movie. He's the other black guy.
The one that's being a dick for no reason.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's him and other people, and they try to take him down. Dude, they hit him over the head with a fucking fire extinguisher, and Liam Neeson doesn't go down.
It's fine, man.
And Liam Neeson
all that hair dye makes the skull really thick.
Liam Neeson's doing kung fu chops.
Yeah.
And he takes everyone down, and this fucking guy won't go down.
Yeah.
He's a big fucking guy.
Yeah, well, he's got a very specific set of skills.
Yeah.
That avoid head trauma.
And for all we know, he's drunk. He's fucking drunk out of his mind, probably.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Imagine there's some alternate scenario where this was all taking place in his mind.
Right.
Because he's just fucking blacked out drunk.
Yes.
So he like says, I'm a horrible father. Like he gives some speech.
Yeah. Everything you said, everything you've heard is true. I am an alcoholic. I am a horrible father. I had a daughter. I did things. I wasn't there for her because I was a coward.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm trying to save you.
Yeah. And everyone's like, okay, we believe you.
Slow clap. All right. Very good.
Mm-hmm. So somebody uploaded from the plane a YouTube video
On the secure network.
on the secure network
Right.
that of what's happening.
Yes.
And he goes to the kid and he goes, "Give me your phone." And he sees that that Scoot McNairy, as he's dragging him through the plane, he notices that he puts the dart in the banker.
Right. In the banker.
Yep.
Yep. Uh-huh.
And that's when he figures out, oh shit, it's him.
Yeah. So now he's all gun-ho about it. And, well, first, he makes up with the guy that I thought was John McClane's son, the New York cop.
Yeah.
And like, all right. So we're on the same team now. Here's a gun.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take down this SOB whenever we got a chance. So as soon as, was McNairy? What'd you call him?
Scoot McNairy. That's his actual name.
Oh, his actual.
Yeah, Scoot McNairy.
All right. Tom Bowen is his movie name.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, so now we're going to. So he figures out, like, oh, he's onto me.
Mm-hmm.
So he grabs the gun from the guy. Damn it.
Corey Stoll.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Austin Riley in the movie.
Uh-huh.
He pulls the gun and like, and then pulls the trigger, tries to shoot Liam Neeson or Ra's al Ghul. And,
dude, you're going all over the place.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's too much.
Well, you're not good with names.
Yeah.
We've established that.
Right. And there's a fire. It's a blank. So they get more scuffle and whatnot, and then we get
he reveals the James Bond
the double cross
plot.
Oh right,
where
right.
he gives away his whole thing. He's like, my didn't his dad die in like 9/11 or something?
Yes.
So he wants to show the world
something like that.
Yeah, he wants to show the world that
Air Marshal failed my father once.
So I'm going to show how flawed the system is.
So therefore, I'm going to make all the Air Marshals pay, starting with you. Because you're the air marshal that failed. Was he drunk or something? Did they say why he failed? No. Okay, he just failed.
Yeah.
He was on the plane, didn't save his dad.
Yeah.
Wait, it could have been 9/11.
No, it couldn't have been.
Yeah,
because air marshals started as a result of 9/11.
Yeah. Plus also, if he failed his dad and the plane went down, then he'd also be dead.
That's true.
But anyway,
it doesn't matter.
He failed the father. The father died.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now he wants to take down all of America, basically.
All air marshals.
Yeah.
But then you find out that the black guy, the coding guy, he's his partner. He's Scoot McNairy's partner in the movie.
Yeah. Which didn't need to happen, I don't think.
And he discovers, well, you'll never get the money. Oh, well, the $150 million goes into a trust under your name. So when you die, it goes to the person who...
It goes to 10 different accounts, and those accounts go to 10 different accounts.
And they go to 20 other accounts, right?
And they're all in the Caymans.
Yes.
I'm sure.
Probably. So they... So they reveal their master plan.
Yep.
And he's banking that this co-pilot's going to 8,000 feet.
Yeah.
Because the co-pilot was told by the Air Force, by the jets.
Yeah, the douchebag on the ground.
If you descend past where you are, we're going to blow you out of the sky.
Right. Did they explain why that is again?
It's because they're so close to city level that they'd have no... Okay.
So if you blow a plane up in 20,000 feet, it's not going to affect the population below?
I think they're gambling that it's the pieces will maybe fly out or burn out. It won't be as big of an impact. I don't know.
It doesn't make sense.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Just do not descend. Why? Because that will ruin the movie.
Well, no, they're still technically over water because they have to go to Iceland. Eventually where they land is Iceland.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing they're still over water. So
what's the harm in descending then?
I don't know. Maybe it's the intent that they're going to land. I don't know.
It's a terrorist action to descend to 8,000 feet. If you're at 8,000 feet, you're a terrorist. We have to blow you up.
I don't know.
Was that John Cusack on the floor? Do not shoot that plane down. We got people on there. Those are my people. There's mostly convicts. No, there's an innocent man on there. He's helping us.
Oh yeah, from Con Air.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
So the co-pilot is like, well, I feel like we're going to die anyway, so fuck it. Starts descending.
And then the jets chase after him. Wouldn't they shoot him down right there?
Apparently not.
They don't. They let him live.
Again, this was never tested in real life. This
Yeah.
is all speculation. This was also in Air Marshal's Daily that we should shoot them down,
But we won't.
but we won't.
So everyone's flying. The fucking beverage cart flies at Liam Neeson. Have you ever seen how heavy that thing is?
Oh yeah.
Has that ever accidentally ran into your leg or something?
Oh no.
It's very heavy.
No, but I see them struggling with it.
This thing is flying in midair. It hits Liam Neeson, and he lives.
Well, they are in a zero gravity.
I know, but
area,
but
right?
it's still heavy.
I don't know if gravity affects weight. You know, maybe it weighs nothing. Again, all the hair dye to the skull, maybe it just makes it thicker.
So the pilot's going down 8,500 feet, 8,400, and then once he starts leveling, then everyone goes back to where they were, but there's a gun in the air. So Liam Neeson, being the badass that he is, he grabs the gun, turns around, boom, shoots Scoot McNairy in the head.
Right.
Then he tells the black guy goes, "I'm getting off this plane one way or another."
Yeah. Meanwhile, first of all, he tried to talk the black guy into being a good guy.
Yeah.
And then he gets shot by McNairy.
Yeah.
Like, hey, that guy's a dick. We're all going to die. There's no way we're not going to die.
Uh-huh.
So you can save all of us and screw this guy over.
Mm-hmm.
And he starts to, shoots him. So he should be dead. We think he's...
Yeah, we think he's dead.
Yeah.
So the black
Turns out,
guy
not so
comes
much.
up and he's like, "I'm getting off this plane one way or another." And they had parachutes.
Yeah.
Okay. These guys, their plan is to escape by parachute. Wouldn't the authorities be like, look for the two guys stranded in water?
Yeah, maybe
with
the-
parachutes.
Maybe the jets that are following them, like,
Hey,
what
what
the
are those
hell?
things?
What is that? Was that? Did somebody just jump off that plane? Don't worry about it. No, it's like,
Yeah.
terrorist situation on a plane.
Uh-huh.
Either A, he's a hostage that escaped, we must rescue him. Or B,
He's a terrorist who escaped.
we need to apprehend him.
Yeah.
This is a flawed plan.
Yes.
Damn it. Everything up to this point I thought was clever.
Uh-huh.
Now, talking about it out loud,
Yeah.
that was their plan? That was their plan.
Because as the bomb keeps counting down, the black guy keeps telling them 2 minutes until it goes off. We got to get out of here. And they bring out their parachutes.
Yeah.
That's a big red flag, dude. A commuter jet and then 2 parachutes come
Yeah.
out of there.
And then it explodes?
Yeah.
Oh! The only... Okay.
When
Again,
you- when
best
you-
case scenario.
when you flew
the
to-
only witnesses
Yeah.
we have left
Mhm.
are there.
Yeah.
Everyone else is dead. It exploded.
Uh-huh.
We need to find them.
So when you flew to China, did they give you your parachute before you took off?
No. There's no parachutes.
Yeah.
In fact, it took me 10 hours into like a 14-hour flight
Uh-huh.
to realize there was an outlet underneath my seat that I could have used
Oh,
to watch my goddamn movies on my computer the entire time.
damn, that sucks.
Yeah. Because the thing in front of me showed outlets are here, but they're not there.
We had that coming back from New York.
Yeah.
Me and Sarah. I was like, where the fuck are these goddamn outlets? And I had
Underneath the
I had to
seats!
like dig. Yeah, to find my outlet.
It wasn't until I looked across and I saw somebody else like digging underneath their seat to pull out the charger. I'm like, there's been an outlet the entire time. I was so pissed. I had movies on my computer ready to watch,
Mhm.
but I couldn't because my battery sucked.
Yeah.
Ugh, what an outrage.
Mhm.
I mean, it's the worst problem that anybody's ever had in their entire life. When they're flying to China
Yeah.
and they can't watch a movie. I
Mhm.
mean, good God.
So so the black guy goes, "I'm getting off this plane one way or another," and he has like a knife, and Liam Neeson's holding his parachute, and he goes, "Am I standing in your way?" So they have some knife fight,
Right.
and he takes him
The
out,
same line that's been used 4 times already
Mhm.
between the same guys again.
and then the bomb goes off, and they missed that one piece of luggage that would have prevented the bomb vaporizes the black guy.
Yep.
Tears off.
The bomb explodes and goes 5 aisles, just far enough to get him
Yeah,
and nobody else.
yeah.
And good night.
There's a giant hole in the plane, but they're depressurized, so the co-pilot has to land the plane. Everyone's like, "Hold on!" They land, and then the cops show up, and they figure out that Liam Neeson wasn't the terrorist; it was these two.
Yep.
And the head stewardess tells the captain, "All passengers accounted for are accounted for." Now
Yeah.
you had one vaporized, you had one probably sucked out of a plane.
Yeah.
You have one with his neck snapped in the bathroom. You got
Right.
a dead pilot, and you got a dead banker. Those are 5 that are not accounted for.
Nah. Well, I guess. Well, technically,
They are accounted for, but they're
well, not one. One had to have been that. There was a couple. Yeah, one's out of the plane for sure.
Yeah.
One for sure is out of the plane. Yeah. Oh, the whole emotional scene was about the kid. Because Liam Neeson, apparently, the reason he's such a dickhole is because he lost his daughter.
Mm-hmm.
She was like
8 years old.
Yeah, she had cancer or something, and he wouldn't go visit her because
he was scared.
Yeah,
he didn't know how to deal with it.
Right, but she also had a fear of flying, and that's where the ribbon comes in from earlier. He used to tie the ribbon around her hand and say, "This is a magical ribbon," which, by the way, is an effective tool as a parent to a child.
Sure it is.
It's very effective. This thing has magical properties, and yeah, it's pretty much a placebo before they can take pills.
Yes.
Which effective. And there's a point where the daughter almost gets sucked out of the plane, and then she gets sucked back in because Liam Neeson saved her. So he pretty much redeemed himself as a father.
Yes.
So that's another emotional thing that happens because fatherhood things. And yeah, it's basically
the plane lands, and then he's cleared of all charges. And then the TSA guy who was breaking his balls called him, and he goes, "You know, you have to turn that money back in."
Yeah.
And he goes, "What money?"
This is my personal cell phone. I will never admit this conversation happened. I was wrong about you. You're a great guy. Don't quote me on that, basically.
Yeah.
And we're going to need that money back. Yeah.
And then Liam Neeson goes, "What money?" And then the guy laughs like, "Ha."
Oh, you're the Joker I always knew you to be for the entire time I've known you.
And then click, and I'm like, did that money actually go through that account? Does he keep the money?
No, it's got to go back.
Yeah, I know.
It was poor attempt at humor.
Yeah. And then Julianne Moore and him kind of flirt, and you think that's going to be a thing, and then the movie ends.
Yep.
So talking about it more, you don't like it as much?
No, it's much worse talking about it. This is the exact opposite of the producers. The producers I came in hating. By the end, I was like, you know what? I was wrong about this movie.
Yeah.
You know what? Sea Salt, not so bad after all.
Yeah.
All right. This one, I came in like, I liked it more than I thought. Talking about it, no.
What was better, Die Hard 2 or this one? Because they're both terrorists. Well, Die Hard 2, he's also in an airport, and he's also...
Yeah.
So it's not really... And then you don't really remember Passenger 57. Never mind. Forget I asked that.
All right.
I just thought that this was like boring. I thought they were trying to be too clever with what they were trying to do.
I thought they were being clever.
Oh, okay.
Until we started talking about it and we started finding all the holes and everything. Smoking on the plane? Come on there, Marshall.
I don't know. I just feel I was really bored watching this one.
Okay. I was okay with it.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It was fine.
At the time.
The first, 20 minutes are really slow.
Yeah.
And then when the thing with Ellis, that picks it up a little, and then it gets slow again. And then the final
I did
showdown.
like this more than Flight Plan. Flight Plan to me was...
That was super slow.
It was very slow and such a low payoff at the end. It was just like a wah, wah.
Yeah.
This, I don't know. It was more of a journey, but still not a good one, apparently.
Well, that was our opinion of the movie. But like I said at the top of the show, we have lots of them, but we have 0 credentials. Now we're going to hear from people who actually have credentials, the critics. Do you want to hear good reviews or bad reviews?
Let's start with the bad.
Okay. Todd McCarthy of Variety says, a jerry-rigged terror-on-a-plane thriller with a premise so far-fetched as to create a degree of suspense over how the writers will wiggle out of the knot of their own making.
I don't agree with that one.
Okay. Carrie Darling of the Fort Worth Star-Telegram says, Nonstop is an efficiently made exercise in airplane claustrophobia that takes off well enough but then crash lands in the third act under the weight of its red herrings, improbability, and plot holes.
Okay. More true now than we first started the podcast.
Okay. And finally, Stephanie Zacharek of Village Voice says, nobody's demanding an action thriller plot that's 100% plausible, but is 55% too much to ask for? And now the good reviews. Chris Nashawati of Entertainment Weekly says, at a certain point, either you'll fasten your seatbelt and go Nonstop's absurd Looney Tunes logic, or you won't. Against my better judgment, I went with it.
That was me. Yeah.
Claudia Puig of USA Today says, what it lacks in believability, it makes up for in strong performances. So both reviews were like, yeah, it's a dumb movie.
Yeah, but.
And finally, Rayford Guzman of Newsday says, what it lacks in believability, it makes up for in strong. No, I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I reread that first one. No. Nonstop may be a tad derivative. You could call it Sky Hard, and its ending crash lands in more ways than one. When all its engines are firing, however, it's a heck of a ride.
All right.
Now it's time for the Rotten Tomatoes game. This is part of the show where I make Adam guess the score of the movie based on his Rotten Tomatoes score. For those of you unfamiliar with the scoring system, it's an average score from 0 to 100 amongst critics and the audience. 0 to 59 is rotten, 60 to 84 is fresh, and 85 and up is certified fresh. What would you like to guess first, the critics or the audience?
Let's go with the audience first.
Okay.
I'm just going to say no. Big no. Well, because aside from the trailer...
Which you weren't sold on.
I haven't seen anything. I've never heard anything about it.
You don't hear people talk about it?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a bad sign off the bat. Watching it, I would have given it a higher rating until we started talking about it. So I'm going to go with a 24.
From the audience?
From the audience.
63. It is fresh with the audience.
What?
These are probably the taken Liam Neeson fans.
No, everyone that rated this has actually been taken, and they're being held hostage. You need to rate this high, or we're going to kill your family.
They're being held by the producers of this movie.
Right, exactly. By the what is it, Bialystok?
Bialystok and Bloom.
All right, critics are not going to be that forgiving.
Now these are the critics.
Critics are going to be real bad.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like I said, I enjoyed it when I first came in. Because I don't know, low expectations probably. Mm-hmm. These critics are gonna, for a living, they see these things,
mm-hmm.
and they're gonna see the plot holes before we talk about it on a podcast. 63s, that's throwing me off. I'll go 39.
59%. It is barely
what
rotten on the fresh. It's right on that border.
Huh?
I don't see it, dude. I don't get it.
Not that high.
I don't know what they're saying that it makes it that high.
It's got Liam Neeson's got to be just. He's the it guy right now. He's the it guy.
Yeah. He's the it action guy. All his movies come out in like the dump months. All these action-y movies,
shocking.
Like Taken 2, Nonstop, The Commuter. It's all coming out January, February. But you know the dump month thing isn't really true anymore because Black Panther comes out in February. Now they're putting these big like comic book movies in these dump months. No, there's nothing else to watch. Might as well get them starting early.
Deadpool was also February. Mm-hmm. That was Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
Yeah. So
Black Panther, I'm not real excited about.
Yeah, it's a superhero movie for me, so I'm gonna pass. Actually, there is one superhero movie coming up that I am interested in. The New Mutants. Have you seen the trailer for that?
No.
It's an X-Men movie, and the director has said, you know how Logan was like sort of a Western movie?
Yeah.
This is a horror take on the X-Men universe.
Oh.
It's about a group of young teenagers who are developing their powers.
Okay.
And they're all in a mental hospital.
Oh.
And in the mental hospital, there's like some freaky shit going on, dude. So it's like an X-Men tale with a horror setting.
Interesting.
Yes, that one I'm on board.
That's a reality,
yes.
For sure. And also, I'm intrigued as well.
Yeah. Paul Giamatti wasn't in this. He's been in a lot of the movies we're doing, and since we love him, we decided to ask, what role would Giamatti have had in this movie? I could see him as being either of the pilots, the co-pilot or the main pilot. I could see him being the banker guy. I've never seen that phone.
Yeah. You could be the banker. You could be Ellis.
A sleazy drug mule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with that.
the Ellis, the other air marshal.
The other air marshal guy.
Okay.
That would make the most sense.
Now it's time for.
I see the panic on his face. Like, no, I gotta. I'll cut you in, man. Come on, yeah. you gotta come with me with this one. Come on.
I can see that. Now it's time for trivia. This is the part of the show where I give out little bits of facts or info you may not know about the movie. From the moment Bill Marks, Liam Neeson, starts his announcement to the passengers and crew about phone inspections to the moment he duct tapes Tom Bowen, Scoot McNairy, the scenes all play out in one single take. I didn't notice that.
All right.
The set for the plane was built slightly larger than a standard commercial airliner to accommodate Liam Neeson's 6'4" height for filming.
Wow.
It's a big motherfucker.
Yeah.
No wonder the fire hydrant didn't take him down. And finally, Liam Neeson has frequently been cast as an American agent or soldier, but this is a rare film where his Irish accent, which Neeson uses in most of his films, is acknowledged and explained. Because they give the whole background. He's an Irish...
yeah.
He was an Irish citizen.
He could be IRA for all we know.
Uh-huh. Finally.
That's a complaint that is often made about Schwarzenegger. They never explain where the hell his accent comes from.
Yes. Like in Jingle All the Way, he's like a mattress salesman in the Midwest, and he talks like that.
There's gotta be a little bit of exposition for that at least.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, you know, he just got here from so and so.
Yeah.
Fine. Oh, he's from New Orleans. Maybe that's his thing.
Like in the Disaster
Yeah. I saw it, by the way. I saw the Disaster Artist.
Oh, nice.
I enjoyed it. I did not like Franco's impression though. After hearing the book Disaster Artist by
Greg Sestero.
Yeah. Greg Sestero. That voice is stuck in my head. It's like that's
great.
His
impression.
It's perfect. It was a perfect impression. And then Franco's is kind of like, I see what you're going for.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know if you know this. James Franco won Best Actor in a Comedy Musical at the Golden Globes. Yeah. And he brought Tommy on stage.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
So there's a good chance he's going to be nominated for an Oscar, and there's a good chance he could win.
Wow.
And he said Tommy will be my date to the Oscars.
And by the way, Tommy will take that as a victory.
Yes. Dude, just the fact that he's on stage at the Golden Globes is a victory in itself.
That's been his dream.
Yeah.
That's been his dream.
He did it. It's come full circle.
The whole reason that The Room, I feel like we talked about this already, but it was released for 2 weeks only and then pulled off because a movie needs to be out for 2 weeks
to be considered for an Oscar.
To be considered.
Yes.
Oh my God.
So he's in. So if this movie wins something, he's indirectly won one.
Yeah. No. In his mind, he has directly won one.
I know, but I'm saying indirectly, it's like he's won one.
So great.
Yes.
By the way, did you see the tag scene yet?
At the end, yeah.
You saw it? Okay.
I finally saw it.
Okay,
it's great.
It was interesting.
Yeah.
It was better acting than The Room had it altogether.
Yes.
Shit, I'm gonna watch that again right now.
Finally, Money Makes the World Go Round, or Bialystok in Bloom.
Yeah, Bialystok in Bloom.
We want to put this film into perspective with other films that were released this year so we get a feel financially how well this film held up to its peers. The budget for Nonstop. $50 million. Goddamn, who you think you got? Chelsea Clinton?
Yeah, Kelsey Carter?
Is it Kelsey or Chelsea?
Chelsea?
So the budget, $50 million. 50.
50.
How much did it gross worldwide?
So based on the trivia, that was mostly to the above average scale plane. Let's see, $50 million. I'm gonna go with 75.
In the U.S., this grossed 92.1. Overseas, it grossed 130.6, bringing its total gross to 222.8 million. I've never heard anyone talk about this movie.
I know.
I don't know.
But that's all overseas. That's mostly overseas.
A lot of it was overseas.
Because he's Irish? Because they acknowledge he's Irish, maybe?
I don't know. This film debuted in first place on the weekend of February 28th, 2014 with $28.8 million. First place.
That's a horrible opening weekend.
Well, for like a February movie, that's good.
Is it?
Yeah. If this opened in June or July, like the big summer blockbuster season of 28, that wouldn't be good.
Okay.
According to Box Office Mojo, this is the 7th highest grossing film in the category hostage. Whereas a hostage and a terrorist interact. Or there's hostages interact with terrorists and, blah, blah, blah. Number 8. This was the 7th highest grossing. I'll tell you which number is Die Hard. Die Hard is number 8.
Die Hard is 8?
So it goes
the first Die Hard.
Nonstop, then Die Hard. But you have to remember, ticket prices were cheaper back then. I don't know if you'll get number 1. When I tell you what number 1 is, I think you like this movie.
Okay.
You're not going to be upset that this is the number 1 movie in Hostage.
Hostage.
If I give you a hint, want a hint?
Yeah.
It also involves a plane. Being on a plane.
Air Force One.
Get off my plane.
Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, where is Hostage on that list?
Oh. I don't know. I'd have to look it up.
Which is a Bruce Willis, Kevin Pollak movie.
Yes. By the way, I also forgot to mention this. So the Golden Globes has acting categories and best comedy film,
right,
and best drama film.
Yep.
Gary Oldman won best actor in a lead role in a drama for his Winston Churchill performance.
Oh.
They said this was the first time he's ever been nominated for a Golden Globe in his entire career, and he won his first time he's been nominated.
Okay. I'm hoping the movie is good, but if it's not, this is one of those lifetime achievement type of things.
Oh, okay.
But it's got to be good, because it's Oldman.
Yeah. Finally, Nonstop was the 34th highest grossing film of 2014. Number 1 that year, American Sniper. Where can you watch all the movies?
That was too much of a heady movie. It was too like real.
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoyed it, but it was kind of
Yeah.
like I go to the movies to escape this kind of stuff. I don't want to be all depressed and things.
Well, I remember it was a big hit when me and Sarah went to theaters to go see it. Dude, like it was sold out like so many theaters.
Really?
Yeah. American Sniper. We saw like the second week it was out.
Well, Bradley Cooper's also pretty dreamy, so that counts for a lot of it.
Where can you watch all these movies we've been discussing that we've been going off on tangents?
Oh yes, you can watch them all on Amazon. If you're gonna do that through Amazon Prime, maybe perhaps. Go to our website first. Click on the banner. It takes you to the Amazon page. You can do all your shopping as normal, and doesn't cost you anything extra. But we get a little kickback. It helps support the show.
Yes. Oh, real quick. So the budget was 50. They made 4 times its budget. So does that mean Bialystok and Bloom failed?
Yes,
Because they turned a profit.
Yes. Well, there's got to be like a Venn diagram.
There has to be at some point where you become profitable.
Yeah,
Where the failure
That's the thing. Okay, so you said 3 times the budget makes it profitable.
makes it profitable.
Okay, so at what point does it become profitable to fail then? Like, is it at 10%? Is it 0%? Maybe you make nothing. Is when you make the most.
I still don't understand the logic behind the producers, dude. Like I get it, but like
it's the whole thing. Okay, the way I perceive it is the whole in the Office, the Michael Scott where they're trying to
the lemonade
thing,
the lemonade stand,
right? So your parents give you, all right, it's going to cost me $10 million to make this movie. All right, I need investors. All right, $100 million to make this movie. It actually only costs $10 million,
but you keep the $90 million.
Yeah, so $90 million is in the pocket, and then the rest is like,
we lost it all.
Yeah, you invest this much, and I'll give you 20% of the profits.
Okay.
So I need this up front, and then I'll pay you back with the profits. And then when there's no profits, I can't pay you back. There it is.
It's a bad investment on your end.
Yeah, sorry. You should have seen the movie. You should have read the script.
Okay.
You saw none of the storyboards, and you invested. That's you.
Okay. That makes a little more sense.
Yeah.
That's 2014's Nonstop, directed by Jean Colette Serra. Check out our website, ratpackpodcast.com/spoilers. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Spoiler Show. Check out and subscribe to the YouTube channel, Rat Pack Productions. Write to us via email at spoilers@ratpackpodcast.com for any questions, opinions, and movie requests. Please rate and review the show on iTunes. It can help us in the rankings. If you leave us a review on iTunes and leave us a recommendation for a movie you want us to watch, that movie will go to the top of our list, and we'll watch before any other requests. Next week, we'll be watching 2009's Gamer with Gerard Butler.
Jerry Butler, man.
Because he has a new movie coming out where he robs the Federal Reserve with 50 Cent. Yeah. I forgot what it's called. And you wanted to do a Gerard Butler movie.
Yeah.
And we've always talked about Gamer. Gamer was always a movie where like, yeah, let's throw that on the list.
Yeah, I remember liking it quite a bit. What do we got? 2018 Keepers, Den of Thieves. That's what it's called.
Den of Thieves.
Den of Thieves. It is completed with Nick Flanagan.
So in this season, this is Gerard Butler's second spoilers movie of the season.
Is that right?
He was in Gods of Egypt.
Oh.
So he is
that's right.
tied right now with Ernie Hudson for most spoiled. Because Ernie Hudson was in The Crow and Ghostbusters 2.
All right.
I like Ernie Hudson, dude.
He's fine. Maybe we do a 50 Cent movie after this with Val Kilmer. Whichever one, when they're New Orleans, whatever that one was called.
Yeah. Then he'll be tied too. Actually, no. We haven't done a 50 Cent one yet.
Oh, shit.
We got to get him on the board. He's just coming out in one.
Yeah, no, but this would be the first. So if we do that one next, it'll be a twofer.
Okay. There's another person who will come up to tie it at 2, but I don't know if we'll have someone who will take the lead at that point.
All right.
I'm trying to think. Laura Kraft. There's someone in Laura when we do Laura Kraft.
Gerard Butler's in that one. If we do the second one.
Holy shit. No, we're doing the first one.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
That was a close one.
But there's someone in the first Tomb Raider who will put him at 2. But I don't know if we'll have someone else at that point. Voight's
I think that was the second one as well. Or third.
I don't remember.
It was one of the later
You know who's in the first Tomb Raider movie?
Who's that?
Jorah Mormont. Sir Jorah Mormont.
Jorah Mormont.
From Game of Thrones?
Yeah. He was in
he had grayscale?
Yeah. he was in Doctor Who.
Okay.
He was in an episode of Doctor Who, which is with all the angels coming in, and they have to jump upside down on the spaceship. The one where the angel is inside Amy Pond's eye. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
The second angel.
Is it Second Angels?
Yeah.
No.
The first one is one with Tennant.
Right. Yeah, this is Matt Smith. All right. Thanks, Maestro, for being off mic.
So that's
Watch Facebook Live for all the visual gags.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So watch 2009's Gamer next week. That'll be our next movie. And until next time, this is Hollywood.
I'm Adam. There's
So
Maestro back there.
that was our live feed episode.
By the way,
Yes,
I didn't start recording on the.
I know. I saw that.
Yeah. So I'm going to take the Facebook feed and just to get the audio from that.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully there's no distinguishable thing.
You're gonna see everything that I've done.
So the checklist
Yeah. Checklist.
wasn't complete.
Goddamn recording.
So until next time,
We'll get it. Yeah.
we'll figure this out.
Yeah. Oh, we're done with the podcast is done, right?
Yeah, I know the podcast is
All right,
done.
This is all the Facebook
I'm talking
stuff.
to the live
the
people.
Facebook people.
Yeah.
Which even the arrow's not helping still.
I know you keep looking at the camera on the iMac.
And Maestro's here for the next episode we're going to be recording.
Mm-hmm.
Not that we do these back to back or anything. These are all done every week.
Yeah.
The day before they're released.
Yeah, I'm actually on the cot for the next week.
Yeah. We're prepping for the next show, which
Yeah.
will be done in a week. We're just going to all be here trying to think of the funniest things to say about Gamer.
Mm-hmm.
Real life Sims. All right.
Yeah. So thanks for tuning in,
Yeah, thanks for hanging out.
and we'll see you next time.
Oh, by the way, if you have any ideas for things that we can do before the show,
Oh, like how we did with the NSYNC game.
Think and Sync, yeah.
Mhm.
Let us know.
Yeah, let us know.
We'll play games and
I
things.
can't believe you did that.
Yeah. What do you got to do? What are you going to do?
Yeah.
That's fine. All right. Good night.